Libras, my darlings, how are you doing? We're going to dive into your career in business, okay? I feel like I'm connecting with a Libra masculine, very powerful businessman, and you're being asked to take some legal advice. Now, this is really comprehensive because I've never been in this kind of position where I'm doing a reading and immediately I'm like, whoa, legal team is pulling up. Your spiritual judicator, is that a thing? It's a thing now, is here and has arrived. We're not going to dive into anything that would legally burden us in reality, for we do not know each other, and this is a mere thread of space and time consciousness. But what I will say is there's serious legality around you. It's fascinating because there's love around you too. There's a loving partnership, a loving connection in business that you've got to be cautious of. Take your time with, because it is evolving. There are incredible morals and integrity in a situation. For the tarot buffs out there, I've got a 6 card spread, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. First card is the Justice, followed by the Emperor, followed by the Page of Pentacles, followed by the 7 of Cups, followed by the Hierophant, followed by the 2 of Cups. 2 cup suits, 1 pentacle, 3 major arcanas. This is a major U-turn in your life, because the major cards are turned to the left. You're turning back towards something that you left in the past. There's been a lot of worry in your energy. I'm going to dive in and clarify all of this. Then we're going to look at this relationship. Now, I say love, but it looks like love in business. It looks like marriage in business. It just looks like harmony all around in regards to the work that you're doing, okay? So let me dive in a little bit more and see if we can get a spread out of this. You are getting clear in your head. Well done. In the past, yep, Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords, straight here. You've had to get clear over your emotions. You've been really, really wrapped up in a feminine or in fear vibration where your emotions have been incredibly high. Okay. Diving back in, the cats were just jumping all over the place in the middle of the reading, so a little interruption. We're going to carry on. If we get interrupted again, then I will take it as a sign of synchronicity. But right now, Libra, we are moving forward. There's a passionate incident that happened in the past. It really got you going, right? Got your juices flowing, got your mind back working. We need vices, we need muses, we need inspiration. You found your muse in mechanics, your muse in music, your muse in art and design, your muse in creation. This is business, but I'm doing love heart waves in my hand. There's love for business again. After a period of time where you were unclear and scared, trapped about moving forward, right? Really pessimistic, yeah. I get a lot of pessimism coming forward. Now, 10 of Cups, first reading I've done on the channel, Lovers, 5 of Wands, and the Judgment card, Empress at the bottom of the deck. We're still speaking about this woman, right? We're going to dive into this woman in a minute, okay, see what's going on there. But it's the first time that I can say in a reading I've done on the channel, the 10 of Cups and the Lovers is coming out in business. This is your business dream. This is your harmony of unity in business. You know, when you can manifest whatever you want, the best kind of business ideology, the best teamwork, the best partnership, the best boss, the best job role, whatever it is, it's really manifesting now. You know it, you can see it, right? But you were really trapped in fear for a long time over this. So let's dive in. The woman's right here, so let's get her out straight away and deal with that. The Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the World. Okay. All bottom of the deck, the Devil. This woman was wrapped up in something, so were you. Whatever's gone on, you were wrapped up in fear. This woman was wrapped up in worse energy. Yeah, she took a risk financially and it looks like she lost. She lost and had to cut through a lot of bullshit and a lot of red tape, a lot of mental conundrums. That's why I said mechanics. I don't often talk about mechanics in every single reading, even though I love mechanics at this time. But I saw it in the cards. I could sense that energy of, wow, yes, love and mechanics, love and energy, woo, you know. But there was a lot of defeatist energy that was affecting you and her. So legal issues, lies, strength over lies, yeah? I came in the reading talking about adjudication and it's playing out. whatever's gone on, legal issues have not only affected you, they've affected other people, right? As it does. Legal cases always have a defendant, yeah, and a co-defendant, and the opposition, yeah. There's always people in law going at it against each other at some, I'm getting right wing, left wing, back bench, front bench, the grey area, all of that kind of stuff. We're always back and forth in different ideologies. This feminine has been wrapped up in a really toxic cycle. She's shown incredible strength throughout whatever's gone on. A lot of money coming towards that feminine. A lot of money evolving from this woman's plight. Like, this woman has had a serious plight, really gone through it. And you've really been going through your own battle, seriously, right? It's nice to see elevation in two individual journeys, but how they empower each other. Do you get what I mean? Because I don't know how well you know this woman. This could be someone on social media, a presenter, an influencer, someone like that. But you are also in the public eye, but you look less recognized, to be honest. You don't really look out there like you're doing too much. This person looks like they've been on, I want to say, on Jump Street. You've seen 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. Now that comes to mind. And it's all this stuff going on. They've got to make a secret task force. It's got Channing Tatum in it and Jonah Hill. There's 2 movies of it. It's a comedy, American chick flick, if you want to call it a bit like that. But it's got Ice Cube in it as well. I know way too much about movies. But that's coming to my head because it's taking on a character, taking on a role, stepping into a new position, being a bit secretive about it. Shuffled again, Ace of Swords coming out again. Coming out with a Six of Cups. Something in the past was really blocked. 8 of Swords out again. But you've moved through it now. The worst is over, yeah? And there's the Empress again. These cards are not giving up. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginnings coming for you after a period of time of resting. You really do have it going on now. I wanted to say you had it all, but then I saw the 2 of Wands, and then I saw the Knight of Pentacles. You really will manifest this. The 6 is important. I want to say the 6th month, June. So in June, it looks like a really significant time for you, okay? Yeah. There's a lot that's going to happen over time, really nice and slowly, from January, February, March, April, May, June, yeah? Real window of time. By August, this should all be cleared up. And not even like it needs clearing up, but it will, whatever's going on, prophecy will be cemented, manifestation will be locked, prophecy will be presentable, if that makes sense, yeah? Really gorgeous, because there's been a lot of imbalance because of whatever this Empress has gone through. This Empress has been tethered to whatever this is, as have you, yeah? You're totally in different periods of space and time, right? But you're still very much connected to this feminine. Legal cases still keep coming to mind. And what I see coming in June specifically is an end to confusion, worry, back and forth, not being able to kind of speak up and deal with things. There's a real cycle you need to go through intellectually in the mind. The Swords card. I've got the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the King of Cups, the High Priestess. You and this woman have been working incredibly hard on areas of life and business that you want to manifest, you want to ascend. You've got great ideas, great visionary, as is this person. The ascension is happening naturally and well. Beautiful things are flowing in once more space opens. But for you specifically, there's issues you've got to deal with about being icy, cold, detached, worry, fear, sleepless nights, taking time off to really rest, managing your emotions with whatever's going on here, and really finally moving on towards this new life, this new beginning, this destined opening, yeah? Something's opening and it's destined for you. It's like a grand opening in June, I think. Yeah? So if you're starting a business endeavor and you're starting something magical, I feel like you're going to have your opening event in June. Yeah? A real tally up of a markup of what's happened by August. A real acceleration to complete this mission from January 2025. The Hangman energy is in the now still, because there's still things that are unresolved and 2 decisions that you have to make, 2 big decisions, okay? Bear this in mind. I've got a reading out from maybe about 2 weeks ago. If you scroll down, it's about 2 investments. It says 2 investments in green in the middle with a black background, and it talks about 2 investment opportunities, 2 areas of business, 2 pockets of money that you had and how you were managing that. It's given me that vibe. So go and check that reading out if you know you've got 2 pockets of money somewhere and you were trying to work out what was going on with a large amount of your assets, and you were scared to even ask the person who had your money, and I was telling someone off saying, what are you doing? That's your money. If you're scared to ask about your own money, what the hell? Get your money out of there. Never get yourself into any situation whatsoever where you've got loads of money and your assets are wrapped up over here and you can't even ask about it without feeling awkward because it's a friend or a family member. Where is and what is happening to that money that I gave you, that investment? I'm an investor. I deserve to know. I'm a stakeholder. Where is my stakeholder news? Yeah? Serious. You have every right to make demands when you've got big markups on the line. Lots of money on the line here. So I feel like there's a need for you to kind of let go of waiting for this and start manifesting that new life you want. Take that risk. The devil and the strength are out right next to each other with 7 of the swords, yeah? 7 of swords. Give me a second because I want to understand what this is. I want to say lies, lies, bullshit, bullshit, lies, lies, bullshit, bullshit. And then it's like, how do you see through it? I don't know what to say. Because it's a burden. You don't want to ever lose your safety net, the money that you do have now. And you don't ever want to make the same mistakes that you've already made. But you do feel like this is destined for you. I feel like this is destined for you. The bottom of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. But I'm just a random tarot reader online, and I wouldn't go off a random general reading to dictate your life. So it's really about you looking at yourself, looking at the wisdom you've accrued because of this situation, and making a firm decision about what is devil energy to you. I always talk about devil energy because I use tarot, and the devil card in tarot is very honest and raw. Of there's toxicity here, there's a problem in front of you. Stop, halt, assess. Oh, did you hear the alarm is going off right on cue with that message? Yeah, stop, pause and assess. We'll say that again as the alarm's gone off on cue, because the devil's come out with strength and lies. When you see a potential lie, a potential dishonest spokesperson, legislator, judicator, professional, corporate, professional, corporation, institution, professional, analyst, what are you going to do next time? I feel like I'm talking to myself a little bit. What are you going to do next time you see bullshit pull up? Log it, be practical about it, observe it, monitor it, make a note of it, assess it, meet bullshit with the truth really quickly. That's what I've learned, because I am at where I'm at in my career, which to many is absolutely nowhere at this time. But I am at where I'm at in my career because every time I've seen bullshit, my body won't even let me, like, God stands in the way. God stands in the way. I'm like, let me go to all the bullshit. I like bullshit. Let me try the bullshit on for size. And Jesus is like, no, my child, you are not going that way. I'm like, please, Jesus, it's a new opportunity. I want to evolve. Jesus literally puts an invisible fucking blockade in the way and I can't get to it. And then I'm like, damn, that was an opportunity to succeed and be rich. And Jesus was like, you silly child of mine. Come on, or you silly disciple of mine, when will you learn? We are blocking you from danger. So you've really got to understand your energy. When does your energy repel or recoil, pull back and deny, resist? Why does it feel like you're being blocked? What is the synchronistic sign, symbol, messages, feelings that you receive? What is that notion in your mind telling you, oh, I don't know if I trust that deal. I don't know if I trust that business. I don't know if I trust that person. I bowed out on a lot of entrepreneurial offers early on. And even on the times I didn't bow out, I still broke the code of what would have made me successful and what the rubrics or metrics I was supposed to follow told me what to do. Because I listened to my higher self and I work with God, and Jesus is my best friend. So I'm always going to do what I'm guided to instead of what I supposedly should do or what the rest of the crowd's doing. I'm not a sheep in the room. Yeah, I don't follow. So I'm doing my own thing independently. But if I did go that way, I would have been fucked up the arse because I would have lost grands over there. If I went over there, I would have been mugged off and stolen from. They already stole some of my IP, right? The early stages of development for me in business back in 2016. If I really joined that crew, made that my community, I would be on my arse. And I would have never built the stuff I built now. God repeatedly puts blockades in front of me over and over again. And I cry and I wonder and I get depressive and I get sad. What is this life? Jesus, really? Why is it always just me and you, Jesus? Why am I just sitting here having bread and wine with Jesus? There's no one else. Always me and Jesus. And I'm whining about it. I've been whining about it since 2016. It's always just me and Jesus. No one else. And poor me. Jesus has been the greatest allegiance and greatest ally in my life. And as a result, me choosing Jesus all the time over anyone else has protected me from walking into areas where I would have been robbed from, brandished a fraud or a scammer, joined a corporation that scammed or frauded me, been left out in the cold, lost loads of money, given away loads of intellectual property for the stuff I'm designing now, all the molecular structures and the pieces of the designs I have now, every single thing that has helped me build super alignment, in my company, I tried to give away loads of times. No one ever took it. People laughed at me. They thought I was crazy and weird because I couldn't give them the whole thing because the whole thing wasn't for their department. Do you get what I mean? Or their industry or their sector. So I only gave them a node of intelligence. And everyone looked at my node like, no, I can't do anything with that. No, that's too confusing. That node doesn't fit in with us. Half of those people I gave nodes to, they laughed at me, shunned me, and then they stole that same node and made their own thing because a creator knows their source. And if I've sent you an email and sent you this and given you this, spoke to you about this, and you've said no, but you've gone off and made your own spin-off, then what have you really done then? You know? So some people ate the node, choked on it later down the line, whereas the other set of people didn't understand it, made me feel like I was unintelligent. So then I took that node, went away with it and worked on it more and more and more. These are like the nodes of the chakras. This is network topology. This is actor network theory. At the time, I didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't understand how my monotropic ASD, neurodivergent mind was developing and processing reality on and offline. I had no idea. And it was the balance and the ratio between, firstly, God providing the blockade, secondly, these people stealing and biting my idea. But then thirdly, people then also rejecting me. The trilogy of the three that kind of rotisserie round back to me. It Fibonacci'd its way all the way back around to me. This may sound absolutely absurd, and I've never said any of this out loud, but it's probably the most awakening thing I could actually hear myself say out loud again in relation to your situation. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Spin, spin, spin right back down to the start where it belongs, me. God kept spinning my design right back round to me every time I span it out. I was spinning out a boomerang and it was just coming right back to me. Here you go, guys. This will be great for your sector. This will be great for your field of science. This will be great for your business. This will be great for your company. We like it, but no, we can't do that right now. but next week they've built their own version of it. I'm really young. I'm immature. I didn't really label it. It wasn't intellectual property or patent to me, so I can't say anything. They're acting like they don't even know me or they've never spoken to me, but I can clearly see that's everything I wrote them last week. They've just taken the idea and spun it a little bit. Do I own an idea? Is an idea patent? Is that a legal issue? Oh, I'm getting into really grey areas here now every time I start sharing ideas with all these higher level professionals with way more bigger pockets than me, who are meant to have a lot of morals and integrity. Every time I go to them for help as a young and upcoming entrepreneur, and I take on this passive stance of, please can you look at my idea, and please can you read my email and tell me if you like it, please tell me if it makes sense. Everyone kind of tells me no, or I haven't got time, or I don't doesn't make sense to me. Try and talk to this person. I just get shunned off, and then I'm just here lost. And all those lonely lost days resulted on me just sitting here with Jesus, working harder and harder on it. And it's been many, many years. And as a result, hello, super alignment. How lovely to meet you. Oh, God is real. God loves me that much. Really? Really, you have blessed me? Me with super alignment. And then that's when the ego kicked in and I changed into an absolute psychotic bitch. Because I was like, oh, I got super alignment. Oh my God, I'm a genius. I knew God was not leading me up the garden path for no reason. Oh, hell yeah. Even though I was crying every single leg of the race, asking God to send me into that danger zone for a chance to ascend. You know? So that's what I'm leaving you with. Weird way to go. But thank you so much, Libra. Because whatever you've gone through and whatever your story is, you just made me share that, and I've never internalized that perspective of my reality before and processed my life to that degree, and I've just done that with you. So thank you for being that Libra sign, which is that justice card and the balance, and that's the first card that came out for you guys with the Emperor actually, and it's just proved your balance in business. You just really balanced my mind. You've been the mediator in the room in the now moment just by tuning in. So that's your asset, that's your power, that's your gift, because you've just awoken me to my reality. You've just given me a reading, more than I've given you a reading, I feel. So thank you so much for sharing your energy today. And go and get that dream. Go and get that wish. And take a minute to pray to whatever God you believe in after this. Please do. Take a minute to thank God for everything you were blocked from. Every rejection, every cold call, every cold email, every ounce of you that felt like you were losing and you weren't enough and you was never going to make it, and all the caution you had. Caution, red tape, all the things that you were prevented from doing, all the things that you avoided doing, you were being protected for a reason. And now what's open to you is way better. Way better. I can't even process how profound I feel now after this. Imagine I could have been making like 10 grand a year. Yeah. That like something silly like 16 grand a year as a sole trader, as a low level entrepreneur. And I could have been doing that for myself from now, from 2016 all the way to now. I could have been making maybe about 20k a year by myself just to get out of this debt slave vibration. And that would have been enough for me, because I've come from poorness. I've come from being poor. I've come from a single parent council home. I know poor. I'm comfortable with not having no money. I'm a hillbilly hippie. I would sleep anywhere. I would sleep in a tent in the middle of the forest. I love the outdoors. I've been through homelessness. I wouldn't mind. Just the freedom and liberation of me making my own money and turning over and having to hustle. I would have lived in a shoebox, to be quite honest. And God said no. God said no. The higher self said no. And now my future is unbelievable. I think I've gone through the phases of crying my eyes out in disbelief of what God has blessed me with. And I've been confused in the mind whether or not it's real or not. And I guess it still hasn't sunk in because there's still a lot to materialize. But please find solace in that story. Please find you in that story. Understand your journey and your ascent and what magic really is. Because, yeah, magic is real. And you don't go through shit for no reason. It happens for a reason. And you're going to see the other side. And you're going to see why you went through what you did and why you learned what you did. Your victory is going to be massive. Your victory is going to be massive because the story I've shared with you is the same story that you're going through. Your journey is similar to mine. That's why I shared it. This is a collective consciousness, yeah? Well done. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please click like and subscribe and check out her 7D consciousness for a little bit of channeled messages if you're into twin flame, divine masculine, feminine. If not, because your energy gives me no. But if you're not, there are money affirmations, self-love affirmations, positive affirmations. If you have a wife and females in your family, then send them over to her 7D consciousness because it's a nice positive space. Very feminine, very me and my feminine vibration, how I manifest. But we all have a masculine and feminine yin and yang energy inside of us. So maybe that could nourish you over there. There's got some sleep stories too, some meditative stories, consciousness stories, meditation, diving off to meditate with the alien from around the galaxy, out there stuff, but definitely good for your conscious evolution. Not only that, Hermitology Me dives into a range of different debates and topics. We will be talking about career and entrepreneurship and a lot more stuff, a lot more white papers and their significance in current day and industry 4 and corporate life coming out over there as well. So go and check out all the links on the homepage, see what you fancy, and just stay positive. Keep winning. Know that a blockage in the way is God's way to save you from disaster. Yeah? Keep going, Libra. Love and light.